They showing an old fine-ass black woman up there. See, it ain't nothing by accident. Know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing by accident. 99% of the time, they gonna give you that old pine saw woman. You know, that Aunt Jemima shit. They ain't gonna give you no fine-ass sister. Going places, sister. Her ass up there, and they're doing that for they're trying to drive it home. And that fine-ass sister can drink this lactate shit, you can too. But why would they pick the black girl for that? So that is interesting you said that type of thing also too. Now, let's go on. Down in Atlanta, they got this thing going down with H. Rap Brown. That's gonna be the new shit. That's gonna be the new OJ thing. It's this H. Rap Brown thing. You see what I'm saying? First of all, they came on the news tonight down in Atlanta and said, this guy who shot the police officer, we returned rounds and shot him and he bled a trail of blood. But by the time they get H. Rap Brown, they ain't got a shot on him. But all of a sudden they're not saying that now about, they spoke too soon. But that's gonna be the new thing that's going down. So they can bring that like the O.J. Simpson thing, and Black Panther. So they'll be dealing with that whole thing. And he connected with the Islam thing that already put him in the whole terrorist thing. You see? So that's the new thing that you can watch out for that they're getting ready to get down with in a few months. And it'll be nationwide. I'm just telling you to look out for it also too. Because it's going to be nationwide. Let's go on. Let's see here. They're selling human protein in GNC. Human protein in GNC. Now, so that means that the leftover stuff that they got from the melanin, after they clean the melanin out of the bodies, they pack all that stuff together and boom, that side effect shit, or the stuff, the side item of the scraps, they're using that and they sell it in all parts of the body. Now, let's go on. Since we pressed for time, I want to get into this particular science right now based on this particular warfare. So to start with this, first of all, let's see here. Y'all all right? First of all, I want to deal with this right now. First of all, in this book, there's always two schools of thought. So Darwin was right. He'll have a way of presenting some stuff. Valentine will have a way of presenting some stuff. And I'll have a way of presenting some stuff. Ultimately, it's just knowledge. You're supposed to at least go out and study for yourself. And by me saying don't follow what I say, I can stand up here and basically give you my side of it. And if you don't go study it, that's up to you. Now, my side of it is a little bit different. Now, this is nothing disrespectful because we can agree as Africans to disagree. But my thing is based on my research. And all the research I got is that the menstrual is normal. This is based on my research. You can take it or leave the shit alone. Now let me explain. Because most people, menstrual cycle, most people, because you are looking at it from a physical or physiological or medical perspective, it don't make no sense. But when you look at it from a spiritual perspective, it makes all the sense in the world. It just depends on what angle you're coming from. Now, in this melatonin book, they tell you about melanin is also for birth control. Now, the reason why a lot of the menstrual cycle might not make no sense physically because you have to go through it now, but it makes sense astronomically because there's a 28-day cycle of the moon, 28-day cycle of the doggone menstrual. So if it's that fucked up, why is it lining up with the damn moon? Huh? Now, the way I'm gonna break it down tonight, we'll give it a little better perspective. Now, I can say in defense of Valentine that maybe he's right. Maybe the menstrual flow was not as heavy as now, and that can, based on diet, can make sure that you can gauge what kind of flow you have based on diet. I will probably agree to that. But what I'm trying to say here is, but for the mere fact that a lot of the scholars are saying that you didn't have a menstrual at all until a bad diet is some bullshit. Because I got the damn Smin rights in ancient Kemet dealing with the menstrual. We got Marisa Eckler's book deal with the people in Papua New Guinea. These motherfuckers live in the rainforest, eating leaves and branches and trees. You can't get no more nation in that shit, and they got a menstrual right. The Aborigines got a menstrual right. The Africans got a menstrual right. The Egyptians, you mean to tell me that our diet was better than the Egyptians? And they got a menstrual right. And we got these menstrual rights old as back as pre-dynastic Kemet, the Typhonian line. So I want to know, you see, and I still want to know right now, how many people are staunch vegetarians? I'm talking about sisters, I ain't talking about hardheads. How many sisters is staunch vegetarians? Do you still have a period? That's what I'm trying to say. When the motherfucker gonna stop? Now, what I'm going to explain to you now is based on when I give you this information, it'll make a lot better sense. The system had a built-in mechanism of birth control. And the built-in mechanism was when she wanted to abort, spiritually, she could bring on her period automatically based on her biological makeup and her social condition, rites of passage, and the spiritual know-how being semi-gods. So she had this mechanism to bring on the menstrual cycle to abort whenever she felt that she didn't want something to come down. Because a motherfucker coming down here don't mean shit. Incarnation is the worst motherfucking shit you could ever go through. So let's not be funny with this damn mess. Ain't no God sent you shit. You decided whether you want to have a baby, and if not, the damn baby, because if it's a spirit and it's not physical, it just go to another motherfucker. That was solely up to you whether you wanted to incarnate or not. So if you decided you didn't want the baby, for whatever reason, you might have not just didn't want it. But we weren't dealing on no moralistic bullshit based on some patriarchal bullshit. About babies being all goddamn sacred. Have one and see if that motherfucker's sacred. Now, there you go. All you gotta do, sisters, is tap into what reality is other than what you was taught. Fuck the dumb shit. Motherfucker waking you up 4 o'clock. If that's a burden or what, that's an asset or a damn liability. But we chose the time when we wanted to psychologically put up with the dumb shit. But if the life flow says this doesn't suggest the time, you could bring your period on and get rid of it. Just basically by signaling into the body. See what I'm saying? So if the menstrual originally was a natural birth control, and you lost the science to it, and now it comes on or whatever, you don't know what's going on, don't just say it's abnormal because some male, and I'm not talking about Valentine, I'm talking about the patriarchal system of Islam and Judaism to tell you that shit is unclean. It's the most sacred time you got. Because the male said some dumb shit like this, and the fucking, most of your Islamic motherfuckers, the white Arab was homosexuals. They hated women. The white Arab, the motherfucker that Muhammad had to change. The Muhammad's followers Cushite Arabs of Arabians from Ethiopia. But he had the whole reason why you even got a Quran, because they had to be submissive to Allah based on a savage white man. You don't supposed to even follow no damn Quran. Right. Or no other fucking holy book to tell you to bow down. Right. And not become God. Right. That was for another people. That's why the shit came after you fell. 6,000 BC, your human history was over. If you didn't need the damn book to tell you to bear witness then, what the fuck you think you needed it 6,000 years ago? I mean, 600 years ago. Excuse me, 2,000 years ago. 600 AD, I'm saying.